Hi, this is Don McAllister and welcome to another weekly tip video. Something different this week as we welcome back Tim Stringer to Screencasts Online. Now Tim contributed several videos on Daylight for Screencasts Online and has since gone on to launch his own video tutorial service called Learn OmniFocus. In this week's tip video, Tim takes a look at some of the significant new features introduced to OmniFocus 3.4 for iPhone and iPad.
OmniFocus 3.4 brings new features to your iPhone and iPad by taking advantage of some significant new functionality that Apple introduced with iOS and iPadOS 13. We'll start by looking at features that are available on both iPhone and iPad, and we'll wrap up by looking at some very convenient new functionality that's exclusive to the iPad. OmniFocus now supports a system-wide dark mode that was introduced with iOS and iPadOS 13. Since dark mode is currently turned off on this iPad, OmniFocus is using its light theme. There are a few ways to turn dark mode on and off, including changing the setting in the display and brightness section of the Settings app. A quicker way is to open up Control Center and long press on the brightness slider. You'll see a button that allows you to toggle dark mode. I'll turn dark mode on by tapping on this button. Notice that OmniFocus automatically switches to dark mode to match the system setting. If you want to make it even more convenient to switch between dark and light mode, you can add a dark mode button to the control center. I'll use this button to turn dark mode off. OmniFocus 3.4 adopts a new Contextual Menu system that can be accessed by tapping and holding on an item in the sidebar or outline view. The specific options that appear will vary depending on what type of item you select. For example, if I long press on the Personal folder in the outline view, I see a list of options that allow me to expand and collapse this folder, to create a new folder or project inside this folder. And since I'm on an iPad, I also have the option to open in new window. We'll look at this feature shortly. If you decide not to take any of these actions, simply tap outside the contextual menu to dismiss it. If you long press on a project, you'll see a list of options that are specific to projects. For example, when I long press on Plan Epic Trip to Ireland, I'm presented with a list of options that make sense for projects. Among other things, I can set a due date of today or tomorrow, defer the project to tomorrow, add a new action to this project, and show this project in the review perspective. I'll tap Go to Project so that I can focus my attention on this upcoming trip. As you might expect, a long press on an action reveals a list of options that make sense for actions. You can cut, copy, and delete the action, assign the forecast tag if you have one defined, and flag and drop the action. As was the case with projects, you can also use the context menu to set the action as due today or tomorrow, and to defer it until tomorrow to take it off today's list of available actions. Since I'd like to prioritize researching flights to Dublin, I'll tap the flag button to give this action more prominence.
That's just a quick preview of one of this week's Apple-related tutorials from Screencasts Online. Screencasts Online is your premium source of Apple-related video tutorials. All of our members get access to brand new, up-to-date tutorials each week, as well as unlimited access to our entire video archive full of Mac and iOS-related tutorials. You can stream and download all of our videos on your Mac, iPad and iPhone, and even your Apple TV using the members-only Screencasts Online Apple TV app. Membership also includes a complimentary subscription to the digital Screencasts Online monthly magazine, published each month and packed with videos, articles, reviews, as well as hints and tips covering all aspects of the Mac, iPad, iPhone and all of the other fantastic Apple products. So, if you're ready to start getting the most out of your Apple devices, visit screencastsonline.com today and become a Screencasts Online member.